You said Chiefs, not Chiefs. You're falling down on me, bud.
Oh,
Bye.
No, yeah. Sorry about that. I try to keep it interesting around here, you know, when you think I'm going to zig, sometimes I'm going to zag. I didn't even realize I said Chiefs. Could it be that I'm losing my touch?
I think you were
my
just
annoying
repeating
touch?
what I said.
Oh.
I still think you're very annoying. Don't you worry.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Well, you know me, Mary. I do like to repeat what Bill says. So there is that. Again, speaking of the app, we have a lot of bureau chiefs up in Buffalo, New York. I've driven through many times. I've never stopped because, you know, it's Buffalo. But we have Justin and John and Billy and Karen, a lot of people up there, and they are getting ready to get shrimp hammered with snow. Because there's a huge starting tonight. It might even be starting now. Going up the lake, going up Erie, going up to Buffalo there. They're supposed to get 17 inches of snow in Buffalo. An historic lake effect event is what they're calling it. You know how this show is referred to as a global live stream event?
Yes.
They're talking about massive, massive snowstorms in Buffalo and western New York. Record-setting amounts of snow. And this is blowing up. I mean, maybe part of the snow belt here will get a little bit of it, but this is mostly going to be like
I saw
Michigan, Toronto, Buffalo.
I thought I saw an alert today that it was going to clip a good part of
the east side here.
Yeah.
That's what Brian
East
texted
side?
me because he picks up trash on the east side, and I'm driving to
Hookers?
Nash. Yes, that's what he picks up, 9 to 5, 14-hour days, 50 hours a week.
Honey, so many hookers. Ladies of the night, my ass, all day long they're out there.
All
Daytime
over the
hookers,
road.
yeah.
No, he works out on the east side, and I'm driving to Nashville tomorrow, and he was like, I don't think it's going to hit us, but, you know, give yourself extra time because he said that they got a warning at work that the roads are going to be trash.
Yeah, okay. So we were talking about bodies and putrefaction and all that kind of stuff. Has your boyfriend ever had a body on the job?
Not that he's mentioned.
He hasn't. He's
No.
never...
He hasn't said, like, oh, I found a human head once. Like, I haven't.
Or like part of there was a
Finger
limb in
or
my,
something? No.
garbage truck. I mean, a
No.
finger you're probably not going to see. You're going to see a body. You know, like when all the guys roll out in Goodfellas? Nothing like that?
Yeah, not that he's
With
mentioned.
Layla playing in the background?
He might have, and he just keeps it to himself. That's a him treasure, you know? Doesn't want to share it with anybody.
Is he prone to divulging little trash secrets like that to you?
There aren't as many as you'd think.
That's why I asked
Mary's
about the
got
body.
more trash secrets.
I mean, if we're being honest, the trash secrets lie with me.
They're mostly you, yeah. Honey, one time I did find a body in my garbage can, if you know what I mean. Anywho, good night. Alan, Mary eats boogers, just not her boyfriend's ashes in a dry rub.
Yeah, I didn't make
Listen,
the ashes.
she's an enigma wrapped in a riddle, wrapped in a mystery. I can't explain for her. I can't. I won't.
Maybe if I snorted the ashes first and then I ate it as my booger.
Oh,
There we go.
because now you've kind of got some condensation nuclei there,
Right.
right? You got something you can attach to.
Sure.
Mm.
Mix it up with some cocaine. It'll be
Yeah.
a great party for everybody.
Dan says, I spread my BFF's ashes all over Vegas a couple of months ago. I tossed a bit over my head toward the Bellagio fountain, right as a warm, they call it a Sirocco out there, like the warm gust, you know? The warm gust rained him all over my head and in my mouth. That's called a Lebowski, right? When they dump Steve Buscemi's ashes over the thing there. Sirocco. Speaking of VW, I was just doing a VW ad there in the break, but I remember I dated a girl in high school who drove a car called a Scirocco. It was a Volkswagen Scirocco. So it must have been named after a warm wind because I did fart a lot in that car. And I have no doubt that that's what led to her eventually dumping me. I don't think they still make the Scirocco, but they did back in the day. And, you know, you couldn't really, not much of a back seat. But fortunately, nobody was asking me into the back seat anyway.
Hello,
back then.
come into my backseat.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would have loved that. One time I ended up in the back seat. The cops showed up. And boy, was my face red. Even though all the blood had gone to another part of my body. My face was still red. I wasn't a rabble-rouser. I didn't want to get caught. Just wanted to have some fun.
Just made some horny decisions.
Horny decisions in the middle of the night, in the backseat of a car. That's what I get. When everybody else is doing it and I get caught, I mean, I didn't really get in trouble.
They just tell you to move
Yeah.
along.
Come on, Patty. There's nothing to see here. He's like rapping on the window with his flashlight. Boy, when you're a teenage kid, there's nothing that'll make you panic fart faster than hearing a cop's flashlight on the window of your car.
Yeah, we were in our minivan, me and my girlfriend at the time, and we stopped at a park to we went in the back of the minivan and we were making out. And
Yes.
I think her shirt was off. It was, it was going pretty well. And then the guy taps on the glass and he's like, you guys should get out of here and
get a room.
You should have more respect for her. And I was like, it was her
Pardon me?
idea.
Yeah.
I was like, she's the horny. Like, I mean, I was horny too, but she's like, let's stop at the park and fool around for a little bit. I was like, all right.
What are you, a cop from the 1920s? Jesus.
You don't treat a woman like that.
Medina.
We're talking about SEX in front of the CHILDREN.
Sex Cauldron? I thought they closed that place down.
So you listeners in Buffalo and Erie and Western New York, you know what to do. We're all living in similar parts of the country, right? It might really kind of jam you up for a couple of days, but you know what to do. Just take care of you. By the way, why the hell is it so cold in the men's room?
It's freezing back there. It's cold in the women's room, too.
It's like
It's
a
like
goddamn refrigerator.
55 degrees. It's
There's
so
no
cold.
windows in these rooms, and it feels like you're in a room where every window is open.
Yeah. Dude, I've been
What is going on back there?
It's the way
insanely cold this winter.
You don't sweat while you're pooping.
Maybe.
What?
But doesn't
Wouldn't that
seem
make you
like-
colder
But
to
you
sweat,
also
and then
have-
it's very cold in there?
Well, you
also
won't get
have
all
to
sweaty
pee.
if you have like one of those sweat.
Oh, I see
those-
what you mean.
Those
I see.
poops that makes
You're
you
saying-
break out in a sweat.
You're saying
This
it keeps
helps,
you
yeah.
from
It
sweating while you
keeps you,
poop.
yeah.
Do you frequently sweat while you poop?
No,
Oh, good.
it's not. I don't think it's a regular thing. Only like if I'm sick or something. But I know there are some people that they have a bad situation going on, and they might be sweaty poopers.
Happy for it to be
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, well, I'm not one of those
Not
people,
me,
and
man.
it's
I don't want to sit on the cold toilet seat.
freezing
No.
back there.
See, I'm cold always. And so I never know if it's just me or if it's actually cold in the room because,
But you can tell when it's
I mean, it was
cold. It's
as soon as you
freezing
walk
back
into
there.
the hallway, it's colder.
Yeah.
And then from the hallway to the bathroom, it's like you're going.
Yeah, it literally feels like you're in a room with every single
it's
window
cold.
open. There
It's
are no
real cold.
windows. So I'm like looking like, where could air
Where's the draft
yeah,
coming from?
that
Yeah.
much possibly be getting in here.
Well, I said that Brian and I are talking about buying a new house. I mean, he's never going to leave that house. But so he sent me the other
So this
day.
is another hypothetical argument.
Not really,
Oh.
but he sent me Zillows, a couple Zillow listings the other day. And I'm like, what are you doing? You said 5 years before you leave this house. And I had mentioned how our house is so cold. And I don't know anything about houses. Is there normally insulation under a floor?
There can be insulation
Like,
anywhere.
we don't have a basement, right?
Right.
I think that they just put
On a
our
slab?
floor on a slab because it is
Oh.
freezing. If you don't wear socks in our house in the winter, your toes will be icicles. It's so cold.
Yeah.
And I said that I was like, whatever house we move into, we got to figure out why these floors are so cold. I want either heated floors or a basement or something that is going to make it not be so cold in here.
I mean, that would fix it, insulation under the floor. It doesn't sound like it is, though.
No,
They also make
it's
heated
really
floors.
hard too.
They
Yeah.
make heated floors.
Yeah,
You can get spray insulation. You can do all kinds of things.
we're not gonna do any of that.
Huh.
Realistically, not gonna happen.
Yeah, let's just talk about a new house. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's.
Every
How
time
about
I
a
don't,
thick pair of socks?
every time he says something about the house, I'm like, let's sell it. Sell the house if you hate it so much.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean,
we
there's
need a new roof. Let's sell it.
yeah. I mean, there's a lot of different ways. Insulation is a good way to kind of reduce your energy costs. Kind of like Windows from Window Nation.
There it is.
Hey, Dave. Hello, Dave. Oh boy.
Bye, Dave.
Hello, Woody.
Ellen.
I wanted to talk to you anyway. What's going on, Woody?
Yeah, screw Dave. Let's talk to me.
What's up?
Hey, Hello, Bill. Hello, Mary.
Hey.
Hey, you were just talking about your girlfriend's Volkswagen Scirocco.
Yeah.
That's
Remember those?
weird.
Remember the Scirocco's?
But I do. I'm old enough to remember the Scirocco. Yeah. But you said at some time that your hand-me-down car in high school was a mid-'70s Ford LTD.
Ford
right?
LTD, yes. It was 2.5 tons of American steel.
Yeah, right. I was just wondering if you you said something about going to hotels and a thing. I was wondering if you actually had any action in that hand-me-down car, because I think I told you that I lost my virginity in my buddy's 74.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time.
All the time. That's right. Yeah, listen, if you've ever heard my podcast, Cars in Which I've Had Sex, you'd know episode 475, Woody, was, of course, the...
You've had sex in 475 cars?
No, I'm
many
on episode 475.
Many parts,
episodes?
yeah.
Yes, many. No, I never did, and I'm bummed because that car, there was a huge bench seat in the front and huge seat in the back that would have been the perfect car to do it. That's the car I got caught in, but we hadn't gotten that far. So that was the car I got the wrap on the window, but that back seat, boy, it was like a friggin', it was like that seat was like the size of a surfboard, so...
Yeah, because I was 145 pounds soaking wet in high school.
Yeah.
And the girl was probably 100 pounds. We probably could have got a couple more people in that back seat comfortably.
Well, yeah, and she was probably, when she's with Woody, she was soaking wet all the time, so it's, yeah! All right, Barry. Hey, Steve.
Hey, talking about the body after death, scientists preserve specimens in bottles of alcohol. So what alcohol would you choose to be preserved in for eternity? In a bottle of alcohol.
I'll take this one.
Bill.
Cleveland whiskey, galaga.
That's absolutely
Added
correct.
value.
Cleveland whiskey. That's right. I don't know. I mean, some kind of tequila for me.
Well, isn't that true that alcohol will preserve you?
I believe so. That's why they call it being pickled when you're really, really drunk, right?
Yeah, pickled.
Yeah, that's why Mary looks so young. She's 47 years old, but she spent so many years getting drunk, blackout all the time, that it has, to some degree, preserved her. I hate to bring it up live on the air, but the fact that she's now sober is going to rapidly accelerate the aging process.
As I am no longer pickled. I have been unpickled.
Undepickled.
Well, isn't it true that alcohol is also an antifreeze?
Oh, I don't know.
It doesn't freeze,
it's not.
I don't know if I'd use it as antifreeze.
I know that antifreeze can be used as alcohol. I've mixed many a party drink using antifreeze. It's so sweet and it makes me so sleepy that can't resist it. Thank you.
I wouldn't keep doing that.
Oh no. Oh, it's a little trick I pulled up on a cooking show called the Forensic Files. Hey, Dick.
Hey.
What's going on, Dick?
Up?
How are you?
Oh, not much. Not much. That's pretty funny about alcohol, Kind of funny. Nobody would mention, I got to stop tomorrow. They have a special at United Dairy Farmer.
It's funny that nobody mentioned that.
It is funny.
Eggnog.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I like mine heavy on the nog, Dick, light on the egg.
Yeah.
Dick, you strike me as a teetotaler. You strike me as somebody who doesn't drink. Am I correct in that assumption?
You're correct.
Yeah. You didn't strike me as a guy who's out there getting lit, as the kids
Now,
say.
in college, you know what? When I was in college, in high school, I used to, in a brown, there was a beer that was real popular back then, and I'd like to find it. It was Carling Black Label Beer. You remember that?
I don't off the top of my head, but I believe you.
They have it everywhere. That's like a hipster beer now.
Carling Black Label?
Yeah. Black
Okay.
Label.
The Canadian
it's
beer,
like
right?
a buck.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then,
I like it.
I guess you're a hipster, Dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
one thing that's been popular, and I didn't think it would go over with people here in the audience, but banjo and ukulele music at Christmas. The kids, the families love it. It's just on the ukulele. We got a show coming up, and last Monday we had a packed crowd. We played Christmas music, and the kids were dancing to Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree, Holly Jolly Christmas.
Yeah.
And they wanted me to do an impression. Now, Mary, listen to this, and Bill.
Oh, I'm
A
listening.
Blue Christmas by Elvis Presley, and I ran second on that and I got a gift card from Lowe's. I don't know what I'm going to do, but evidently it sounded good.
You got a gift card
But
from
I've
Lowe's. That's got to be triggering.
But I never knew that people like. I never did like Christmas music on the string instruments, but it seems to be popular, and people wanted like folk music too.
Well,
So,
it definitely sounds like kids would like it. Yes, I mean I don't know
yeah,
if.
kids would like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got a CD player, but I'm gonna take
Moving
it
on
back
up.
because somebody sent me a bunch of CDs in the family when we used to play when we were my uncle Benny, me, and stuff. It came in a jewelry box. I'm like, did I win some jewelry?
Dick, Dick, I'm curious if you prefer cassettes or CDs.
Vinyl.
CDs.
Then
Vinyl.
CDs nuts. Oh, it's so stupid. It's but so not fun because it was so.
It was good.
Yeah, Bill goes vinyl, and Dick doesn't know what's going on, and
Yeah.
it's pearls before swine, Mary.
Yeah.
What's going on around
Yeah,
here?
that's pearls.
The pearls of D's nuts. Come on.
Your nuts don't have any pearls anymore.
Yeah, they do. They just aren't
They
going
don't.
anywhere. Yup, I got the Lamborghini in the garage, baby. That's right. They're healing up nice. I was talking to Berglund yesterday about it, and he's like, how's everything going?
Alan Cox. Super Sperm.
Said everything's going great. Making sure that everything is healing properly, and it's going to be a big 2023 for me. Very excited. A lot of good shows coming.
Not the only thing.
I'm going to be popping off. I'm going to be popping off like it's New Year's Eve every night. Can't wait. Alan, Dick listens to you on Reel to Reel. Yeah, I think so. He's got a whole stack of Ampex tapes.
Yeah, it's very popular to listen to things that way.
Popalar. Well, there you go. It's, what do we give Poundcake a hard time for? Volu. Very popular to have Volu.
Or volume.
Well, volume is how you say it. Volu is.
Not.
Yeah. Hashtag hipster dick. People are trying. Okay, cool. Because he likes Carling Black Label.
I don't know if they still do it or not, but it's ABC over on 25th, right? Not XYZ. XYZ's in Gordon Square.
That's correct.
ABC used to do on Sundays, I think it was called a lunchbox special. It was Carling's Black Label and a shot of Powers for like $2. Like $1.50 or something like that.
That'll set you right. Put some hair on your chest.
I had never heard of that beer until my ex took me there. And I was like, what is this? And he's like, oh, it's the best beer. It's so good. It's amazing. And I was like, this tastes like garbage juice. This is so bad. I mean, it's just like a beer.
You ever had
I
Malort?
like it. I like a Black Label.
It just tastes like, I don't know.
It was fine.
There's nothing to it for the hype, but
Right,
other than
no,
the fact
I mean,
that it's cheap.
it's an easy beer to drink, and it's super cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Malort is gross.
Yeah. Everybody's telling me that slab homes have no floor insulation, so you probably figured that out, though.
It's freezing.
Hmm?
Little Tootsies are cold.
You didn't have to move in with them.
Yes, I did.
They're keeping each other warm.
Hey.
Who cares?
It was in our contract.
Their contract.
Our love contract.
Oh, it was?
Mhm.
All right.
Are you guys ever going to have a real love contract?
No.
You're never
But we
going to
do
get married?
we make jokes about that all the time.
Your love contract?
I told him
I'd like to re-up with you.
I told him he'd have to sign a prenup if we got married. And he's like, no, I don't. I was like, yes, you do. So now that's like the ongoing joke is that anytime one of us does something that the other one doesn't like he likes his towel hung up a certain way after he showers. And if I hang it up a different way, he tells me that it's in the prenup that I
Mm-hmm.
have to hang the towel a certain way.
I told you how I like my towels hung up.
Yeah.
So wait,
no,
you
All
don't
right.
want to get married to him?
No, I mean,
Okay.
I'm just messing around.
All right, I didn't know if you meant it.
Honey, did you see how I folded the towels? I folded them in fourths rather than in thirds. Oh,
Dude,
you
that would
son
be
of a bitch.
Start a World War III at my house.
That's a fake laugh.
It's real.
When do you think he's going to propose?
I don't think that he is.
Ever?
Maybe. I don't
Even
know.
if there's a fire?
When will you propose?
That's the other ongoing joke is I tell him I'm going to propose to him all the time. He's like, I will say no matter where you propose. I was like, even if it was in front of like all of our friends and family.
Why would
Because
say
he
no?
thinks
It would
that
embarrass
that's like
me.
a man thing.
He wants, he's like, that's not for you to do. That's for me to do.
Huh.
Gender
like,
roles are very
I was
important
gonna say
to him.
feminists will argue that they're like, I can propose to my husband. It doesn't
Well,
emasculate you.
you can, but if he wants to do
He
it.
wants to do it.
Bottom
yeah.
line is, though, it's sooner or later.
He's got
it's gonna
plenty
be
of
like,
time.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere. Whatever.
You should go to his like favorite game or favorite concert, and then get on the jumbotron, and then just be like,
I've said that. I've played out every scenario of when I'm going to propose. Last night, I didn't want to cook. So I was like, hey, let's go to this Italian place. He's like, okay. He goes, you're pretty adamant about going out tonight. Why? I was like, I just didn't feel like cooking. And he's
Check
like,
the tiramisu.
right. And he goes, that's it? You just didn't feel like cooking? I was like, no, I'm going to propose tonight, Brian, at J. Bella in Strongsville. That's what we're going to do.
Is he going to Philadelphia with you for your taping?
He is not.
So he can't do it there.
Nope.
We're,
I mean, who wouldn't want to get engaged in Philadelphia?
Most
It's a city of brotherly love, Mary.
yeah, I know. But I've told him no stand-up. He's like, I know. He's like, I'm not an idiot. I've done this before. I know how to make it cute.
You said don't do it at a stand-up
No,
show.
absolutely not. Are you kidding me?
Alan's actually.
So not at Bill Squire's Chris McQuan's
No,
December 16th?
I will say no.
What's what?
Ooh, can I get him to do it just so you'll say no? That would sell a lot of
Get him to
tickets, I
propose
think.
to Cody.
Yeah.
What, Cody?
Is that your thing with people proposing on the air? Like you would never be in on that because you think it's like taboo or you jinx the marriage or something?
I mean, I did it. That's how I proposed to my first wife.
I know. Is that why you're
Yeah.
so against it now?
Well, it's super lame, but it's like we were both on the air. So I'm
happened.
like, why would we, you know?
is there video
Toxic
of that?
Christmas.
Is there video of it?
Mhm.
No, this was 1997.
Okay.
No. Okay, listen, I've got to take a break here. I will have another $1,000 for you. Next chance to go fund yourself. Keyword coming at 4:30. If you're trying to get to that Rock Resurrection tour, it is Skillet, Theory of a Dead Man, and Saint Asonia. They're going to do a show at the Agora. I will hook you up for that right after this break. 35192 to text for anything else, and we'll be back.
It's the Alan Cox Show. Everywhere on our free iHeartRadio app.